Thank you for watching Still Standing TV show. I am your host, Nikyra McCann, and today we are going to try something different. So the TV show is always about inspiration and just giving encouragement to everyone, the world, the viewers who are watching. And so today I host workshops that as my business, Still Standing Enterprise. I have a series, Standing in Stability, and I have 4 workshops within this series. And today we are going to complete the Building Self-Esteem workshop. So I believe that self-esteem is very, very important, especially with the youth and just even adults, right? Like sometimes we feel so low about ourselves, or we feel that we aren't beautiful enough, or we feel that we should be this size or that size, or our hair should be this color or that color. But so I created this Building Self-Esteem workshop to give people information, to let them know that they are beautiful, right? It doesn't matter how small you are, how big you are, how your hair is, what car you drive, where you live. You are valuable and you are just as important as anyone else. So the importance of self-esteem is recognizing your value, right? Recognizing that you are you. You aren't me, you aren't your sister, you aren't your brother, you aren't your father. You are you. You are whatever you have came into this world as, boy, girl, or whatever those qualities are. So as you're being yourself, you have to realize that you have to love you for you. So what is self-esteem, right? What is self-esteem? So self-esteem is confidence in one's own worth, abilities, and self-respect. So confident in one's own worth. Let's just touch on that. Confidence in one's own worth. So if you're a football player, right? You want to have confidence that you can be your best, that you can accomplish and win the game and make the scores for your team, right? So confidence in one's own worth, who you are and what you bring to the table, what you bring to the team, or your ability to how you're creative in the game and the things that you're approaching with who you are. If you're on a football team or a basketball team or a cheerleader or like me, a TV show, right? I have to have confidence in my own worth and my abilities. I have to have confidence that I can get here before you and speak to your heart and hopefully make some connection between you, that we're all human, right? And I'm just like you, and hopefully my inspiration can inspire the world while also inspiring myself. So confidence, right? In one's own worth or abilities, and self-respect. Sometimes, we don't respect ourselves, or we don't feel that we should respect ourselves because we don't see the quality in ourselves of our lives, right? So maybe we may not take care of ourselves, or we may do things that we know that we shouldn't do to our bodies. So having self-respect for yourself, and then self-respect is just knowing that you are these great qualities of yourself, right? You have to comb your hair or brush your teeth or shower daily, right? Having that self-respect for yourself and who you really are. So that's it. Confidence is one's own worth, confidence in one's own worth, abilities, or self-respect. So self-esteem. I just remember times when I had low self-esteem, right? Maybe in high school, or sometimes I was feeling bad over a bad breakup, and it really broke my heart, right? And it made me feel low about myself. Maybe I'm not beautiful enough. Maybe I should be this way or that way, right? But I had to learn that I'm just me. I am Nikyra. I can't be another woman. I can't be what another woman brings to the table. I can only be what I bring to the table. And me, I bring respect. I bring love. I bring honesty. I bring truthfulness, right? So just learning your own qualities of who you are and what you stand for is what I believe is self-respect. And self-respect and loving yourself, showing kindness towards yourself, and not only that self-respect towards yourself, but also what you give out to others, right? How you treat people, how you treat your family, how you treat your children or your spouse, right? So just having that self-respect all around on all aspects. So today we are touching on building self-esteem. We're building self-esteem today. We're going to feel good about ourselves. We're going to love ourselves. We're going to let ourselves know that we can do it. No matter what our past has been, we are moving forward, and we are going to have good self-esteem about ourselves, and we are going to bring the goodness of our qualities to the world. So thank you for joining today, and we are going to look more into self-esteem. So please continue to watch, and we'll be right back. Welcome back to Still Standing TV show. So today we have been discussing building self-esteem, right? What is it? What is self-esteem, right? Self-respect, confidence, right? Just building self-esteem, building up who you are, building up the love for yourself, the kindness for yourself, the capacity to love for yourself in the world, right? So some causes to low self-esteem. We're going to talk about some causes. So one cause to low self-esteem is emotional distant parents, right? So sometimes you can have parents and you don't really feel that they're connected with you emotionally, or they don't know really about you, who you think that you are. And sometimes our parents envision us as someone who they envision us to be, but maybe sometimes we're someone different, right? So, and we're becoming someone different. We're evolving into who we want to be and not who someone else wants us to be. So emotional distant parents. Another cause to low self-esteem is divorce between parents, right? Sometimes you grew up in this household with a mother and a father, a family relationship. You eat dinner every night at the kitchen table, and then your parents divorce, right? So that in itself can really be heartbreaking and bring forth some trauma, right? It can bring on some heartache, and some children, even adults, still suffer with their parents being divorced. So another cause of low self-esteem is academic difficulties, right? Sometimes high school, middle school, college, and sometimes you can have difficulties with your academics. You don't think that you're getting the right grade, or you don't think that you're doing your best, or you don't think that you fully understand what your teacher is discussing, right? So I would just say in that aspect also, maybe even speak to your teacher, right? And let them help them to better understand what you need, so that your needs can be met as a child in middle school or high school or college, wherever. Make sure that you are getting the support that you need for your academics. So another cause of low self-esteem is social beauty standards, right? And when I think of this, it's sometimes when we look at the news or when we look on the internet, social media, it makes you feel that you have to be this small, petite figured woman or man, muscles, long hair, blue eyes, hazel eyes, right? So social beauty standards, just making us feel that we have to be a certain image to be who we are, right? And I don't think that that's the cause, right? Like, we are beautifully created who we are, just as who we are. I was made this way, and I love who I am, and it took me a long way to really fully love who I am as Nikyra, love what I bring to the world, love my qualities. So self-esteem is really about knowing yourself, right? And knowing, okay, this is who I am, and this is who I'm always going to be. And I can work on different things, exercise, or change my hair color, or wear makeup if I like. But hey, you know, it's really about just fixing yourself up the way that you want, so that you're the best to part for yourself. So another circumstance that causes low self-esteem is bad breakups. Woo! This was a big one for me, especially in high school, some in adulthood, just really, loving someone, right? Loving a man or a woman for years, and then all of a sudden it's over, right? They met someone else, or they moved away, or you're just no longer interested in each other, can really be heartbreaking in itself. So bad breakups, right? And I want you to know that even though you have a bad breakup, don't give up on love, right? Don't give up on love. You can find love again, and you can experience love again, and you can be that loving, genuine person that you felt that you always wanted to be. You will find the love of your life. You will find that man who loves you. You will find that woman who loves you. Don't give up on yourself, right? And just know that you can be anything that you want to be. If you want to be a lawyer or a doctor or a scientist, you can take those steps, whatever moment you're in. If you're in high school, middle school, college, you can take those steps right now, in your right now, doing your homework, getting in the assignments, researching what qualities you should have, and just continue to grow in those areas. So self-esteem has a lot of categories to it, and we've spoken about some causes of low self-esteem, and we're going to get into more of building self-esteem. And this subject I'm so passionate about, because I believe in the kindness that we can show ourselves so that we are happy. So thank you so much for watching. We will have more. Please continue to tune in. Welcome back to Still Standing TV Show. I'm your host, Nikyra McCann, and I'm so happy that you're here today and that you're watching the show. And I hope that you get some key pointers to help you to build your self-esteem, to continue to love yourself, continue to just show love and be love in the world. I feel like there's just so much hate or disaster in the world, right? Like, I just really try to just be that happiness and be that joy for someone who needs it. So that's why today we are speaking of building self-esteem. As I stated earlier, I offer workshops on mental health as my business, Still Standing Enterprise, and one of my workshops is building self-esteem. Right? I think we all can use some more loving on ourselves, some more happiness towards ourselves. So today we are speaking of building self-esteem. And previously we spoke about causes to low self-esteem. So now we're going to speak of some ways to have high self-esteem, right? Some ways that we can love ourselves and just be that beautiful person who we were always destined to be. So one way to have high self-esteem is be kind to yourself. Ooh, sometimes I'm even, right, rough on myself, or, like I didn't do this right. I'm not smart enough. I don't think I did that right. Be kind to yourself. And I'm learning that too, right? Like no one knows it all. We're all learning. We're all trying to be the best that we can be in our area that we're most qualified in. So be kind to yourself. You might not know something, right? You might not know the answer, but hey, you can research and figure out that answer and figure out what you need to know. So be kind to yourself. You're doing great. You're doing just great. So another way to have high self-esteem is try to recognize positives, right? Sometimes we focus on the negative. Oh, this isn't going right. This isn't going right. What is going on with me, right? So try to focus on the positives, right? If you're on a team, a football team, and you're losing the games, be positive that, hey, I'm exercising, or hey, at least I'm trying. Hey, I scored 1 point, right? I scored one goal, right? So just really the fact of recognizing your positives, recognizing that you have came a long way, that you are an overcomer, that you can do and succeed and accomplish these great goals in life. So number 2, try to recognize positives. And number 3, build a support network. So I know sometimes when I was going through my own circumstances with mental health, I build a support team, right? Have someone in place before something happens to you. Like if you have a mental illness, maybe have a support of your doctor or your mother or a friend. Hey, if you don't hear from me, tell them, if you don't hear from me in 2 days, reach out to me. Make sure that I'm okay. Make sure that I'm well. So build a support team, a community of people who love you and want you to do well in this life. So number 4, look after yourself, right? We sometimes, even with me, right? I pour into others so much. I show love. I show this kindness. I show this compassion, right? And sometimes you have to look after yourself. You have to take care of yourself. Have those days where maybe you just relax, right? Watch a movie or go to the lake or try your favorite food or go to the movies or spend time with your favorite person. So look after yourself. Take care of yourself, right? Let's make sure that we're doing all the things that we need to do for ourselves, because we have to first take care of ourselves before we can be our best to others, right? So another key to high self-esteem is recognizing where you are in this moment, wherever you are, right? If you're better than you were yesterday or last year, recognizing and giving yourself credit for where you are right now, how far you have come. Yeah, you may have struggled in the past, or you may have had these letdowns or these breakups in the past, but appreciate how far you have come right now. And with right now, right, you're in this moment, this beautiful moment of watching this TV show, of listening to these techniques that you can use to have higher self-esteem. So in these moments, recognize that you can get better. You can get better and be that woman of joy, that man of stability, that man of intelligence. You can be anything that you want to be. And with having higher self-esteem, you will learn to love yourself and to have more compassionate and self-respect towards yourself. So we are talking about building self-esteem, right? Self-love, self-compassion, self-respect. And I'm so glad that you are watching today. And I'm so glad that for all the other shows that you have watched. And I hope that you're getting so much out of this show today. And I just hope that your life is just full of love and more compassion and more happiness. And you will do great in life. You will do so great in life, and you will go so far and accomplish all of your goals. Thank you so much for watching. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Still Standing TV Show. I am your host, Nikyra McCann. Sometimes on this show we have interviews, motivational speaking, just so many different things. And today we are digging into my workshop, building self-esteem, right? Building up that confidence, building up that love, building up that self-respect. So one key thing that goes good with helping to build your self-esteem is journaling. I know over my whole mental health recovery, I've journaled, right? And I've really, those moments where I felt low, or I felt sorrowful, or I felt like I wasn't really in my stability state, I would write and I would journal, right? And with journaling, it has really helped me to really become who I am today, right? So journaling can be a key component, if you allow it, to building your self-esteem, right? So here are some key pointers to journaling. So journaling enhances your thinking skills, right? Just think about when you're writing and you're feeling down and you're feeling low. It enhances your thinking skills. It makes you think, well, hey, I've had this issue today, but hey, here are some key ways that I can go around that obstacle and achieve what I'm trying to achieve, right? So it enhances your thinking skills. journaling boosts your memory, right? So even when you write down something, if you're having a bad moment or you're having a happy moment, write about it. And you can always go back and sort of look back to those moments in your life and look back to those happy moments and think about, as your bad moments, what triggers you, right? So you can sort of learn what triggers you and what you need to stay away from. So journaling, it helps with achieving your goals. I know I love to plan out my goals and just really do point by point by point of my goals and what I want to do. Hey, I want to go to school to be a counselor, right? So I plan out my goals. Well, I need to start school. I need to get the income. So really planning out your goals really helps you to achieve your stability and achieve what you want to achieve in life. So another key component to journaling is it really helps you to really think about what you really want to offer the world also, right? So you can maybe write out, hey, I want to be this person. I want to be that person. Or, hey, I want to enhance on this skill, right? So journaling, really getting out what you're feeling on the inside. Get out what you're thinking in your head onto paper so you can make it action. So I just want to let you know, building self-esteem. So here we are, right? Building self-esteem. Sometimes we feel low. Sometimes we feel sad. Sometimes we have sorrow. Sometimes we are so hurt in our hearts that we just want to cry. But think of yourself, right? Think about that woman, that man, yourself, what you've overcome. Think about those obstacles that you've conquered, right? So let that be your happiness to who you are in this world. Let that be your joy to keep you going, to keep you motivated. Because you know what? You're beautiful. And you're beautiful. And you can do and be anything that you want to be. Don't let the naysayers or the people who tell you you can't be great, don't let that stick in your head. Because you can be exactly what you want to be. You can reach the highest of the heights in your career, at your job, with your children, right? So we're talking about building self-esteem here, right? So moving forward, we're going to love ourselves. Moving forward, we're going to have more joy in ourselves. Moving forward, we're going to have happiness in ourselves because we are beautiful. We are beautifully made. We are wonderfully made, and we are somebody. You are somebody. You are a great individual. You are a person. You are smart. You are intelligent, and you have a bright future ahead of you. And don't let anyone tell you that you can't accomplish your goals. So today, we spoke of building self-esteem. And I want you to know that if you need help, you can always reach out to 988, the National Suicide Prevention Line, that can help you to get resources in your recovery if you are suffering or battling with a mental illness. And that number is 988, no matter where you are in the United States, 988. Always reach out to your counselor or your doctor or your psychiatrist if you feel that you need help and the support that you need to get well. And remember, you are somebody, and you are great, and you are beautiful, and we are going to walk forward with high self-esteem of ourselves because we are royal priesthood. We are beautiful. We are wonderfully made. And you always, no matter what you've been through, continue always to stand.